back for himself, all of you. We pray that God will use this book in your life, in your heart, to bring healing, restoration, joy, and life. And if God does that, it will be cause for a wonderful celebration, with teacups and china, or paper plates, whatever. One day we will all celebrate together. In anticipation and hope, may this little book draw you closer to God's heart and your own. 5 years later. It has been 5 years since John and I wrote Captivating, Unveiling the Mystery of a Woman's Soul. The stories that have poured in over that time are breathtaking. What God has done for many, many women has been glorious. He is setting his daughters free to be the women they are created to be. He is transforming hearts and minds and lives and families and communities and nations. There is more to be done, more to be known, more to be healed, more to be released, more love to receive, and more love to pour out. People today are desperate for meaning. They long to know that it is possible to live a life that matters. They are hungry for truth and dying of thirst for the living water. There is no greater mission on earth than to be a part of God's great invasion and bring it to them, bring Jesus to them. But first, always first, we must bring ourselves to Jesus. I love the story in Mark 5 of the woman with the issue of blood who out of her desperate need pushes through the throngs of people surrounding Jesus in order to touch the hem of his garment and be healed. You remember how it went. She had been bleeding for 12 years. She had spent all she had on the many doctors and treatments available to her. None of it had helped. In fact, she had only gotten worse. Now, broke and heartbroken, she has an unlooked-for opportunity. Jesus has come to her town. He is, at this moment, passing by. It is not lawful for her, a bleeding woman, to be gathered with other people, but she is dying, and she does not want to be. So against all odds and against the law, she presses through the crowd and presses into Jesus. She reaches out with all the strength she yet possesses and touches him and is instantly healed. Wow! Let that sink in for just a moment. She is instantly healed. This story is one of the lost treasures of the gospel. The Bible tells us that Jesus never changes. Hebrews 13 verse 8 says, He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus still has the power to heal us as women, to touch us, to restore us in our places of deepest need. And we all have need, all of us. In fact, some of us have been bleeding much longer than 12 years. What do you long for Jesus to do for you? What places in your heart are crying out for healing? Where have you lost hope? What do you need to press in to Jesus for? We want to encourage you to do just that. As you listen to this book, ask him. Press into him. Ask Jesus to come for your heart. He loves to do that. In fact, it is why he came. Chapter 1. The Heart of a Woman. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Tammy Wynette.
He saw that Fatima's eyes were filled with tears. You're crying?
I'm a woman of the desert, she said, averting her face. But above all, I'm a woman. Paulo Coelho.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Tom Petty.
Let's do it. Dusk was settling in. The air was cool, fragrant with pine and sage, and the swiftly moving river beckoned. We were camping in the Tetons, and it so happened that our canoe was on top of the car. Let's put in. John looked at me as if I had lost my mind. In less than 20 minutes, night would be upon us and the river and the woods. All would be pitch black. We'd be on the river, alone, with only a general idea of which way to go, down, where to take out, head for the road, and a long walk back to the car. Who knew what dangers lay out there? He looked at me again, looked at our young sons, and then said, "Okay."